Now, you call yourself the last Jewish waiter.
No, I do not. I do not. This is a misconception.
Okay.
The last Jewish waiter is a concept. It's like Jews don't wait tables anymore, except like cushy actor Jews, and then other Jews that have fallen through certain cracks are waiting tables. Now, obviously, there's two other Jewish waiters at Katz's, so I'm not the last Jewish waiter. The show is called The Last Jewish Waiter because it's about somebody with some kind of an education waiting tables. It's just a Jewish thing,
Okay.
It's like, because I don't know why I care so much about this, but people are like, hey, it's The Last Jewish Waiter, and it's like, no, I'm not the last Jewish waiter. It's just the name of the show.
No, I appreciate you clearing that up. Because I was going to ask, is there a type of Jewish waiter? I mean, I remember as a kid going to the Katz's or the Stage or the Carnegie, and I got the old kind of surly, sarcastic Jewish waiter. Is there a type?
Sure. I wish that I remembered. Like I'm sure I've been waited on by old Jewish waiters, but in my head it is a type. It is like a very like funny, dry, I don't give a shit old man who like has some corny jokes, but is sharp, and like it's an attitude is what it is. And for me, I developed the attitude as much as I could the second I realized I didn't want to bring anybody anything. The second somebody asked me for something and I looked at them and I'm just like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm going to bring this guy French fries now because he asked me to. It was like a Jungian thing that my gene just exploded into old Jewish waiter dumb. You know what I mean? Like, because you can do the job in misery or anger or frustration, but that's bad. I needed to develop a strategy where the job could be tolerable. And the way I did it was by making fun of the customers, and I can tolerate the job because of that.
How did you develop the idea, come up with the idea?
Well, like I said, when I came back,
Yeah.
I looked around and I said we should do something. And at first I was thinking we should do a reality show just because I figured that could get me out of working there fastest. I figured if we made a reality show about Katz's, I could produce it, and these guys are really funny. But then, like, it kind of grossed me out. I started shooting a bunch of stuff, and, like, it was stupid, like the way most reality shows are stupid. My take on a Katz's reality show is stupid. But I had a plan to make a show called Behind the Counter about I was thinking it would be a documentary series about the guys who work at Katz's, and I wasn't going to be in it. I was just going to shoot it. But as I shot, I realized that I couldn't make anybody do anything that I wanted them to do, and nobody. And I'm not being egotistical when I say this, or maybe I am a little bit, but I don't mean to be being.
That's okay. That's okay. Egotistical's all right.
Nobody could do it. Nobody could take the show and be themselves. I don't know. I just couldn't find a character amongst the guys that I work with who trusted me enough to be themselves. So I said to myself, fuck, I used to be, I was on MTV when I was in high school, and I was on a couple shows afterwards. I was like, I could do it. I should just do it. And then I was developing the show with a couple of guys, a guy who works there, and I was like, let's just shoot me waiting tables, And then I guess I was thinking of, often when I wait tables, I think about, I think there was an expression, the last of the Mohicans, and then there was some Puerto Rican thing, the last of the New Yorkers, and I was like, maybe I'm the last Jewish waiter, maybe that's what this is, and then I was like, but still, there's no show there, and then I was like, well, maybe I always wanted to do a talk show, so maybe it's this talk show about this waiter who hates doing his job but wants to make a talk show, so he does, and then I realized that just, even if I wasn't making a talk show, that concept could carry us through on shifts and in webisodes. So that's how it came together. That the talk show was almost a distraction for, like, so it's not a reality show. It was like a reality proofing. You know, it couldn't be a reality show because it was a talk show.